My great-grandfather started the company in 1889. He originally did tinning. He had a hardware store as part of the tinning operation, and eventually that died off. They got into commercial industrial sheet metal fabrication and then into home heating. And sold and installed gravity furnaces, and in about 1930 then he sold out to his three sons. In the late 50s, early 60s, the third generation, which was my father and my uncle and their cousin, took over management of the business from my grandfather and my two great uncles. And they were focusing on commercial industrial construction with the building boom of churches and schools after World War II. My older brother came to work for the company in 1972, and I came to work for the company permanently in 1973.
He kind of started up the same way all of us Gundlachs have. He swept the shop when he was a kid for his grandfather and ended up going to college and knew that the best way he could serve the business was to get a mechanical engineering degree.
During the 70s, we decided if we were going to grow the business, we had to be diversified. And one of the ways we were going to diversify was do more residential work. So I was doing commercial industrial design build sales during the day, and I was selling furnaces and homes on nights and Saturdays. First couple of jobs that I sold, my brother and I actually installed them ourselves, nights and weekends. We eventually built the service department up a little bit, hired some people who knew how to do residential installation, and we started building a residential add-on replacement department.
Carrier's been a great partner throughout the years. So I always know we can go to refrigeration sales and we can go to Carrier, and they've always got our back and they always help us with the customers.
Without Carrier's leadership for us, we'd have had a much harder time. I mean, Carrier has always been there with support, with products that we're proud to sell.
Back in the 70s and early 80s, and either Refrigeration Sales or Carrier Corporation would present a business management seminar and talk about how do you manage your finances and how do you do your marketing and advertising and how do you manage your people. Those educational opportunities were a huge help for me. I was an engineer and not necessarily a trained and skilled manager.
You couldn't ask for a better customer than Gundlach Sheet Metal. They do a wide range of jobs, so they're integrated with all parts of our organization, whether it's residential or commercial or industrial, even refrigeration.
To have a local business like this that's been here this long, continues to thrive and prosper and provide service to the community, provide jobs to its employees, that's great.
We were part of the building of the churches and schools and commercial buildings in the downtown in the city of Sandusky beginning in the late 1800s. My great-grandfather was a city councilman. My dad was active in many community organizations. So my family has always passed down the idea that you need to be involved. In your community, you need to give back to your community, and you need to be involved in your industry. You need to give back to your industry.
I couldn't tell you how many boards Roger sits on. I know just from being in here, at least 3 times a week he's gone to some board meeting, whether it be the State Theater or the hospital, but he is very influential in the area.
More recently, and I mean in the last decade, getting involved in ACA and other associations to do with heating, air conditioning, ventilation, refrigeration, and really giving back and teaching all of us, what he knows. And I'd be hard-pressed to name an organization that Roger hasn't been involved with at some point.
When things need to be done, he just quietly goes about it and takes care of it. And doesn't look for the glory behind anything. He's just a first-class member of the community.
The community of Sandusky as a whole is just like the company here itself is. It's family. I mean, he looks at it as family.
We can't thank those people from 3 or 4 generations ago, but they were active in our community. They helped build our community, and in a sense, we're trying to help maintain the success of that, not only company, but community as well, because a strong community will mean our businesses will be that much stronger as well.
I like what I do. I like the people I work with. I like coming in here every day. I'm fortunate that I can work with my family. We have 4 or 5 of our family members active in the business right now. We've always made it easy for the next generation to figure out how to have ownership, and with that ownership comes responsibility, and then they move right into management positions, and we're doing the same thing right now with my son and with his cousin.
It's great to see the young leaders in our community like Andy come up and follow people like his dad, Roger.
The legacy will be the partnerships that he's created. I think all of us are better. The company that has continued to grow over the years and become a bigger, more important part of his community, and then his family that are involved in the company and what they've learned from him, that future generations can carry on this legacy. I think it's very strong because of the examples that Roger has set.